asks, is it true that before Einstein died, he did state a belief in a higher power? I believe he said, quote, how could there not be, end quote?
Well, throughout Einstein's life, he had a belief in God. In fact, when he was a teenager, he actually got very religious all of a sudden, until he began to read astronomy books and science books, and then began to realize that many of the tales that he was told probably violate the laws of science. But Einstein made a distinction between two types of God, and this is very important. The first is the God of intervention, the God that parts the waters, the God that walks on water, the God that answers prayers, the God of Isaac, Moses, and Jacob. That's the first God. The second God is the God of Spinoza, the God of logic and reason and harmony. And so Einstein believed that the universe was so gorgeous, it was so elegant, that only a few equations could describe most things around him, that he thought that there was a God. He called him the old man, or the old one. In his writings, he often refers to the old one. And his goal was to read his thoughts, to read the thoughts of the old one, and to figure out whether or not the old one had a choice in making the universe. So when he woke up in the morning, he would ask a question that most of us don't ask. Most of us ask the question, where's breakfast? When he woke up in the morning, he said, I am God. I am going to create a universe. What universe would I create if I were God? And that was his guiding light for much of his life. He would ask himself the question, the universe that I would create would be simple, elegant, pictorial, based on a few physical principles, rather than a jungle of just pure mathematics.
Professor, do you think that Einstein's God of logic, reason, and harmony did he believe that this God would provide a life after physical death for him?
I don't think so. In his will, he said that he wanted to be cremated and have his ashes distributed by his family members. And basically, he, in interviews in his latest years, showed that he was, satisfied with life. That he did his share. He said he's done his share, and it is time to go. That we all have our run on the planet Earth, and after that, we should go gracefully, rather than trying to, cling to something that is not tenable. He realized that there is a time to go. But he did believe that we're all part of a cosmic order that could not have been by accident. And, we physicists, when we look at the universe, realize that it's very finely tuned. This is called the anthropic principle. The constants of the physical constants, the speed of light, the mass of the electron, the lifetime of the proton, all of them are very finely tuned to allow for DNA to exist and for intelligent life to be created. Now, whether or not that means that the universe was created just for intelligent life, we can debate. But it is quite remarkable that the universe is so harmonious and the physical constants are tuned, in some sense, just precisely to allow for life. If the physical constants were not tuned so precisely, then protons would be unstable, our atoms would disintegrate, and DNA would never get off the ground, and we wouldn't be having this phone conversation.
Professor,